Sills. I want to help you guys out here for a second. And I want to give you guys a little bit of love here. Many of you, and by the way, I appreciate everybody who comes aboard the program each and every single day. You can find so many other options, but you choose to come here. We thank you. This is a message to underachieving, sorry ass, piece of shit, unbelievably underachieving, delusional Cowboy fan. Don't ever come after me when you haven't done shit in 30 years. The internet wasn't even invented. You were still kind of looking at MySpace. Cowboy fan went back because I didn't realize it, but Cowboy fan knows how to Google. Personally, I didn't think you were that intelligent. I thought you were home on the range, kumbaya, and sitting by the pond with your cane pole going for some catfish. Not that catfish are bad. Drinking on your Bush beer. So let me hook you up here. I may kick the shit out of the Eagles, but I ain't going to sit here and allow Cowboy fans to kick the shit out of the Eagles or come after me when you backed your way into the NFC East title. The Eagles dropped the ball. You didn't win that thing. Don't make it sound like you won the East. I mean, you're playing your best football that you've played in 3 years. The Eagles are playing their worst football they've played in 3. What do you think happened? Cowboy fans are the most delusional people on the planet. They're celebrating NFC East flags. How pathetic are you? That's going to be your biggest achievement when Jordan Love and the Packers send your asses home. Oh, you'll be at home and you get beat again by Green Bay. Cowboy fans. Finding a quote that Sil said that the Cowboys would finish in last place in the East in February. And many of you know I picked later on that year. I thought the Cowboys would get to the Super Bowl and play the Bills, but that's irrelevant. I don't care. Talking shit to me like that, like you've done something. Who are you? You haven't been relevant since Jimmy Johnson. That's 100 coaches ago. Honestly, man. The salary cap wasn't even part of the NFL. Who are you? Dude, the Eagles allowed you to win the East. You didn't take the East from them. You got to be kidding me, man. Hey, I may be hard on the Eagles, but at least they've accomplished shit. Get this. I'm hard on a football team that 11 months ago went to a Super Bowl. You? It's like talking to underachievers, man. Silver medalist, bronze medalist. You are nothing like Eagle fan. Because Eagle fan has expectations on winning Super Bowls. NFC East? That's like hanging banners at Rupp Arena at Kentucky for the SEC title. You know what Calipari says and what Rupp said? And Tubby Smith and all those great coaches said? We don't hang SEC titles. We hang national titles. You see what the Lakers did with that in-tournament thing? Kind of a little banner next down to the corner over here, right before you go into the janitor's room. That's what winners do. Cowboys. Who are you? What if you named me? Hey, we won the East. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Crowning achievement. You've won the East. And that'll be, hey, you'll probably be able, if I'm you, I wouldn't take the same route that Kennedy took down downtown Dallas, right on Elm, you know. I might not want to go there. So I might want a different route. But if you're looking for parades for the NFC East, congratulations. Stay straight on Houston. You're all good. Man, coming after Big Sills because you won the NFC East and you want a parade and a t-shirt and a hat because you won the East. And Sileo said, go over to my Twitter page and look how much they're crowing about winning the NFC East. You would think they won the Super Bowl. Congratulations, man. Power to the people. Cowboys win the East. Crowning achievement in 30 years. Talk about jokes and assholes. You are the poster child for that shit. I can't wait. Now, hey, I've not rooted like this for somebody. Dear God, please start my 2024 season off with the Packers upsetting the Cowboys and sending their asses, well, where they should be, into the offseason. Thank you. Good night. You got to be kidding me. It's been going on for 3 days. Some loser Cowboy fan found a quote. Or no, found like one of James's. James, this is why James is so good, our IT guy. He knows the right buttons to push with people. James, you do a great job, bro. I love you and the stuff you do. You don't do it every day, but hey. Because you know what he does? He kind of protects Big Sills too. So you know what I'm saying, Tone? He kind of protects Big Sills. So I got to keep it cool. Because he does look out for me. And he posts some great clips who have been some of the biggest clips I've ever had in my career. James, you kill it. And I totally dig you. You do a great job for us. Most notably for me. So thank you. Cowboy fan. Talk about delusional underachieving. It's like people that sit at the little kids' table with the sippy cups. When you're over at your parents' and they're having a party or a holiday party, they're the Cowboys at the little table, and the Eagles are at the big people's table with the 49ers and some of the other big teams in the league. The Cowboys sit at the little kiddie table because they never accomplish anything and they don't know any better yet. And they talk like children. Look at us, we won the East. Great. Okay. Dude, please, Green Bay, start my 24 off with a win over Dallas. Would be awesome. Oh, man. No. I don't hate the Cowboys. I played for the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboy fans. How's that for you? I hate the Cowboy fans. That's what I can't take. So at the end of the day, if you could do me a favor, don't be quoting us on those clips. Okay? Please don't be doing that. Anyway, all right. I saw Jason Kelce. And I saw his comments. I guess he went on WIP. And he went on WIP and he talked about what was going on. Okay? And I loved what he said. Okay? I loved what he said. Dude, this has nothing to do with changing direction. This has nothing to do with anything else. This is just everything to do with playing better. This is just playing better. Okay? That's it. Just play better. He's dead right. Just play better. Go out, stop listening to the noise, and play better. Just play better. Dude, you're listening to too much BS that's going on around the room right now, and it's interfering with what's going on with the objective that you're trying to accomplish. You've got a chance to erase all the things that are wrong with the season, and all you have to do is go out and play on Sunday and win, or Monday and win. Just win. Stop with the noise. Coach better. Play better. Be more attentive to your teammates. Just do the things that you know that you need to accomplish. Because get this, isn't it? It's like fighting someone you know you're superior to and you allow them to stay in a fight with you. Knock them out. Okay? Knock him out. Knock him out. Knock him out. Hey, Ultra Cowboy. Hey, dipshit. I wore your jersey. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, dipshit. You waved the banner. I wore your jersey. I actually started some ball games. How's that for you, Cowboy Nobody? Worst fans on the planet. You know why? Because you don't demand excellence. You cheer for common. That's the difference right there between Eagle fan and Cowboy fan. Cowboy fan cheers for common. Eagle fan cheers for excellence. I'll tell you something about Eagle fans. I beat them up. Okay? I do. I beat them up and I beat the Eagles up. But covering a team like the Cowboys would be like covering a chick that cheats on you every day. Can't trust them. Seriously, the Cowboys are like the woman that tells you she loves you and cheats on you every day. That's who Cowboy fan is. That's who Cowboy organization is. How you doing, Cowboy fan? What really is that? What is a Cowboy? What have you been fanning the last 30 years? Tell me what you've been fanning. Quincy Carter? Dez Bryant? What have you been fanning? What actually have you been fanning, Chan Gailey? For the last 30 years. Okay? You call Cowboy fans dumb, but you think AJ is better than CD. He's way better than CD. Are you crazy? CD Lamb versus AJ Brown? CD Lamb, I mean, I wouldn't even take CD Lamb in an arm wrestling match with AJ. Dude, AJ Brown is superior to Boselwood CD Brown. What's his name? CD Lamb is barely as good. Dude, I'm not sure he's better than Devontae Smith. You put Devontae Smith in that Cowboy offense, he's CD Lamb. Cowboy fan. What a dope. Dumbest fan base on the planet. And it's no argument. Who's a dumber fan base? Who's a dumber fan base than Cowboy fan? Shit, not even Laker fan. Who's a dumber fan base? I'm trying to think. Who's a dumber fan base than Cowboy fan? Dude, it's not that you don't have a good history, but your best moments are in your rear view. Dude, one thing about, hey, I'm going to say this to you, man. Comparing yourself to the Eagles for the last 25 years, there is no comparison. Jalen Hurts has almost as many playoff wins as the Cowboys have had in the last 25 years. Put that out there. Am I right when I say this? Joe Burrow has as many playoff wins as the Cowboys do in the last 28 years. Is that true? He's got like 4, right? Check their stats. Yeah, when you only got one bum on the team and you got 2 1,000-yard receivers, guy. Check their stats. Yeah, okay. Check their stats. I'll tell you what. You ask any DB, who do you fear? Pillowcase, CeeDee Lamb, or the tank known as A.J. Brown? I'll fear the tank a little more. You might want to check those yards after catch too, guy. CeeDee Lamb is like a pillowcase. Pillowcase Lamb. It's appropriate his name is Lamb. Lamb chops. What? You got to be kidding me. Talking shit to me when you've done dick in 30 years. It's classic. Hey, look. He picked us to finish last in the East. Okay. You got the East. You backed into it. Congratulations. This aged well. So is your last 30 years aged well. We're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's aged well every year. Hey, tell me this. Is this not like Groundhog Day? Who am I? Hey, Eagle fans, football fans, who am I? Who am I? We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. Get bounced in the wild card. Get bounced in the divisional round. Who am I? Other than the Birds win, there's nothing. They have nothing right on that schedule this year. Other than the Birds melting down and that win you have at home against Philly, the rest of those wins are against bums. Hey, we beat Washington. Great. They had the U-Hauls packed. You couldn't beat Buffalo. Buffalo's got one wide receiver. Got to be kidding me. Oh, I've been chomping at the bit for this. Over 250,000 people went on this spite that James put out 11 months ago. Sileo said we'd finish last. Look, ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, well, okay. Victory parade. Congratulations. Then when the Packers send you home, I'll be kicking your ass even harder. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. One thing is always for sure. Make this very sure. That Dallas market, you can't open your face in that market. Jerry Jones runs the market. Shit, you think the Philly media has clamps on them? Shit, you can't. When the media in Dallas talks, they whisper. Hey, Jerry, how do you think you played this week? So glad to have you, Sills. Cowboys haven't been relevant since Sills played. Dead right. I see no lies. Hey, when the media talks in Dallas, this is how they do it. Dallas Cowboys lose to the Arizona Cardinals and get murdered by the Cardinals and get 221 yards. Hey, Jerry. How do you guys think you played against the New York Giants? How do you think you did against they whisper. What'd you say? I don't ever trust a guy you can't see or whispers. Oh my God, a guy can Google. Look at CD. He's got yak. CD Lamb, man, are you freaking kidding me next to A.J. Brown? You got to be kidding me. A.J. Brown is a man. Your guy is a boy. A.J. Brown is a man. That's what a man looks like at wide receiver. You got a little toddler. CeeDee Lamb looks like a toddler. He's a little toddler. Any organization that would have Jason Garrett as their coach for a decade and do shit with him is stupid. They're stupid. Hey, little toddler, CeeDee Lamb. That's his new name for me, Lamb Chops. Let's see what he does against the Packers. Now, so it's more like this. Dak played great in that ass-kicking by the Cardinals. Hey, that's it. Here's Dallas Cowboy guy. Hey, we really had a great year this year. Well, what about the Arizona game? We didn't play Arizona this year. What do you mean you didn't play Arizona? Yeah, we didn't play Arizona. You did. You got killed by Arizona. No. We didn't play against Arizona. Yeah, you did. The CD also lines up in a slot position. Hey, Prince, don't tell Cowboy fan. Prince, don't act like a football person. You got to talk like a dumbass when you're talking to Cowboy fan. Always remember that. Talk like a dumbass. Don't talk like you're a football when you and I talk and we go back and forth on football conversations. You got to talk like a dumbass. Okay? What do you mean? Slot position? What's that? You mean flanker? What do you mean? He's a Cowboy. He wears a star in his helmet. Dude, that's it, Texas, boy. Look at him here. That's right. The Eagles are playing like shit and gave you the East. You're playing your best ball you've played in a decade. What do you think you did? You backed your ass into the NFC East. Congratulations. Here's an asterisk flag. Believe me, Philadelphia Eagles, you know what they're doing at the NovaCare Center? Some of those guys want to cut their throat because they gave the East up. You know what the Cowboy guys are doing? Cowboys are already planning for like a victory parade for winning the East because that's going to be the highlight of your careers because it's always been the last 4 decades. When's the last time you had anybody with any balls in your building? Oh, that's right. It was that guy, my coach. That guy. See him? That guy. Oh, by the way, hey, Cowboy numbnuts. Jesus, did your coach send me a book? Hold on here. Did your coach send me a book? Well, Jesus. Why would he send me a book? Oh, wait. Why would your coach send me a book? Hey, numbnuts. Also known as Cowboy fan. Why would he send me a book? Eagles played like shit and gave the Cowboys the run for the East, right? Okay? Hold on here. Why? Oh, wait a minute. Did he write something in here too? Well, hell, shit, what was that? It was a great run, Jimmy Johnson, right then. Well, shit, why would he do that? Oh, you mean because I was at the start of the dynasty? Damn, numbnuts. How did that happen? You fucked with the wrong guy, bro. Not them soft-ass media turds you got in Dallas or in Fort Worth. Yes, in the death the Cowboy organization. When you come here, you better come strong like Eagle fans. These guys get their asses kicked every day. You come here, Cowboy fan, you're going to get your face pushed in. Oh, did some of you run away? I would too. Go back to your nest, known as the land of misfit toys. Don't ever talk to me like that on Twitter until you do something significant. Okay? Don't ever. Don't ever. And if you're going to talk shit on the Eagle fans, let me do it. You ain't doing it. Okay? You ain't doing it. Those people accomplish it. You have me wrong. Because if you come here, you'll hear people saying, damn, Sills is hard. I'm hard on everything I like. Especially when it's a passion. My Canes, my NFL, everything. Cowboy fan. Jesus. It's like being a Met fan or a Jets fan. Honestly, the Jets have Fireman Ed and Joe Namath. The Cowboys, their heroes are 92 years old. Or my ex-teammates. They don't have any heroes. Who's the last Cowboy hero you've had? Tony Romo? Yeah, Tony Romo. Jalen Hurts has more wins in the postseason than Tony Romeo does. Tony Romeo. And Dak. Tony Romeo. Oh, man. Eagles trophy case is the size of a porta potty. And you know what yours is? Yours is in a library now. Yeah, you know what yours is in? The Louvre. They got it in Paris. They moved it over there. And I think what I heard, they're going to move the last Cowboy Super Bowl trophy, and they're going to put it next to Tutankhamun. And they're going to put it next to the sarcophagus and put it over there. They're going to put they're going to put the last Cowboy, they're going to put the Cowboy last Super Bowl trophy next to the Pietà. It's a porta potty. Yeah, and yours belongs in a library or in a museum. Hey, have you seen the Cowboys trophies? No, they took them out of Valley Ranch. You know where they are now? Yeah, they're over at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. Why are they there? Well, shit, they're 100 years old now. I mean, you got 50-year-old trophies now. 50-year-old trophies. And you're crowing over that. It's okay. Hey, this aged well. So has your legacy in the last 30 years. Okay? Yeah. Hey, that's it, Greg. The only time you get to watch great highlights of the Cowboy games is ESPN Classics. You got Fowler coming out going, back in the day when Knute Rockne was around, there was a man by the name of Jimmy Johnson. This is back in the day when they didn't play with mouthpieces or face masks. Bob Lilly and Randy White. Guys who are 92 years old. That's your standard? Shit. All right. That's enough of that. Now, Cowboy fan, you can go back to your nest in Dallas, listen to your bullshit media people that reside in those markets because they get their ass kicked more than the Philly media guys do because Jerry's heavy-handed. That's why he has 2 shows. And you can go back to your little nest and have your cheerleaders and your victory parades. You can go down to the West End. You can go over on Grinville Avenue where all the great strip clubs are. Not that I know that they're there. You guys can celebrate your nice meals at the $1 Million Saloon. Not that I know that that's there either. I heard. And have a really nice time. Now get out of here. You're not worthy of my show when you root for NFC East. If I'm kicking the shit out of the Eagles for waving on finishing second to the Chiefs, what are we doing here? Let's move on to some actual sports talk. Sills, would you hire Pete Carroll if you're the Eagles? Stop with the dumb questions. Carson, no wonder you were fired in Philly. Stop asking dumb questions. That's above your pay grade and your authority. You can't hire qualified people. You're not capable of it. No wonder you got ran out of Philly, Carson. Move to the back of the bus. Actual back of the bus. Anybody named Carson Wentz, you can't be too smart. I mean, what do you think of Pete Carroll? What about him? He's going to the Hall of Fame. Heck of a coach. College national title. He also blew one and a Super Bowl. That'll be debated. But a great coach. What else? How about him for the Eagles? What about him for the Eagles? What do you mean? Give him a ticket and have him show up to watch a game? Sure. No, as a head coach. Dumb. Stupid. I'm not commenting on it. You know better than that. Those are ridiculous questions. Those are idiotic questions. Oh, by the way, congratulations. Jim Schwartz has been named the NFL Assistant of the Year. Gee, where did Jim Schwartz coach that won a Super Bowl? Where was that? Can someone help me? Where was it that Jim Schwartz won a Super Bowl as an assistant coach? Congratulations to you, Coach Schwartz, on winning the Assistant of the Year in the NFL. Where was Jim Schwartz when he won that Super Bowl ring? Where was that? Philly. Oh. So Andrew Berry hires Jim Schwartz when he was in the building in Philly. And he's the Assistant of the Year. And Stefanski will probably finish second in the Coach of the Year award to D'Amico Ryans. And the Browns have better coaches in Cleveland than they do in Philadelphia. Not a shocker. Not a shocker. Pete Carroll expected to be out in Seattle, could remain with organization in a different role. He's 72. How is he 71 or 72 now? He's done all he needs to do. Pete Carroll, hey, great. Congratulations, coach. You got rid of Russell Wilson. You're a better organization without him. You won a Super Bowl. You won 2 NFC championships. You had the greatest era in the history of Seahawk football. You won a national championship at USC. You're going to Canton. Can't hurt his legacy. He goes out a winner, too. Didn't have a losing record. Congratulations. He should bow out. He's 72 years old. Shit, he might be 73. As a consultant, dude, Seattle reveres that guy. Just let him. They're gonna. Pete May just went, hey, why? Do you think Andy Reid ever returns to Philly as an advisor once the coaching career is done, Sills? Or do you think Howie will be scared of him as well? I don't think Howie Roseman will be around. Once you fire Nick Sirianni, his ass is next. The next head coaching hire that Howie makes better be the right one, or he's out next. He'll clean his ass out too. The owner's known for that. Hey, the owner loves the guy. Did he not put him in a broom closet before and a dunce hat on him? And tell him to go get Chip coffee? Hey, by the way, get me some Dunkin' Donuts too. I like the ones with the sprinkles on them. Different color, but hey, make sure we get chocolate and different colored because we want to have parity in the building. Me, I'm more of a chocolate sprinkle kind of guy. I like to dunk those in the white milk. I hope that's not red anyway. Okay? But I will take some different colored sprinkles too. Yeah, hey, Chip, just make sure you get some Krellers too. Okay? Tank, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb. He's Michael Irvin. Woo! Hey, watch this. Michael Irvin. Would you take CeeDee Lamb over Dez Bryant? No. No. I'm not even going to name those other guys who wore 88. You're not taking them over Drew Pearson. You're not taking them over Michael Irvin. And you're not taking them over Dez Bryant. He's the worst of the 88s. He's the worst of the 88s. You know why? Outside of Dez, the rest of them got Super Bowl rings. Hail Mary was invented because of Drew Pearson and Staubach. Oh, Roland. Lamb is a slot? No. You can't talk to dumbass Cowboy fan like that. What do they know about slot receivers and wide receivers? And guys on the numbers, Y's and Z's and slot. They don't know that. They just know the star. You think they know the difference between a 3 technique and a 1 technique? Of course not. They're not that intelligent. You got to remember something. Cowboy fan has the intelligence level of a 5th grader when they're talking football. Hey! That's all they know. They have the intelligence level of a 5th grader. They see the star in the hat. Oh! It's like they go into some sort of Tourette syndrome. Oh! Look at the star! It's like it's like the satanic star. Ah! They see the star in the helmet. They all start shaking. Oh, Super Bowl! They're the stupidest fan base on the planet. It's quite funny. Seriously, I get as much entertainment watching Cowboy fan make an asshole of himself every year than the season itself. Oh, look at the star. Oh, my God, the satanic star. Oh, it's the Jerry. These guys go nuts. Only Cowboy fan. And then you got that knee pad rider, Skip Bayless, giving you a 3-hour pregame show every Monday through Friday on FS1. You talk about a knee pad rider. Michael Irvin was on with him today, and Michael got a text, and they saw it. And here was Shit Bayless going like this. Are the Cowboys mad? Did we say anything to make them upset? What do you care? Sills, you're going to be on Radio Row would be great. You know what, Joseph? I've been there a ton of times. And Radio Row, I've probably been there 15 times. Unless I'm on the stage, I don't know. Hey, can I tell you what Radio Row reminds me of? Have you guys gone on a cruise and you got to sit next to somebody who you don't know, and his name is Chip from Wisconsin, and he's eating like rice pudding, and he's having like water and rice pudding and a salad, and you got to sit next to him. You're having a steak and you're sitting down, and the guy goes, "Hey, so what do you think of the cruise?" And I'm like, "Hey, that's not me. I'm not open to conversation like that." That's just, when you're on a cruise and that one person comes over, "Hey, I'm from Encinitas. Hi, are you from California?" Guy, just get away from me, man. I'm trying to eat my dinner. Can I have a moment here? And see, when you're on Radio Row, it's like this. When you're on Radio Row, "Oh my God, man. Hey, do you, I'm not. No, we're good. Oh my God, I know who you are." And you're like, okay, well, that's not always a good thing. Ask LJ. Okay? That's not always a good thing. "Oh my God, can you come on our show?" I go, no. I really don't do a lot of interviews unless people that come on my program or me. I have to know you a long time, like a Craig Carton or somebody. I'm not being an elitist. I just don't trust anyone because I get sabotaged when I go on some of these shows. So I don't do it anymore. I don't do interviews. I mean, I get people asking me to do columns, and I go, "No, that's okay. What am I doing?" And I don't do it because I've been sabotaged too much. So you're sitting next to a guy. So Radio Row is like being on a cruise ship. "Hey, man, so what do you make of the Super Bowl?" I'm not going to stay for the game. I'm leaving Friday. You know how many games I didn't go to? I went to 15 Radio Rows. I went to 2 Super Bowls. I never stayed for the game because I didn't care. I didn't care. It wasn't a big deal to me. I've been to football games. I've played in them. What's the big deal? Oh. Mario goes, "Never forget Pete Carroll got intercepted on the 3-yard line." Hey, Morrow, how about the decision he made to go for it on 4th down in a national title game against Texas? Cost him that too. Those will be brought up. Jim Schwartz, once again, congratulations to you. A-Rod 12 gets heat for the truth. Woke ESPN. I saw that thing yesterday. Kudos to him. I think he clarified exactly what he said. But you see what happens when you get woke people. Hey, did you see that column too in the USA Today? What a pathetic column. Some crazy ass, imbecile person who wrote that article compared Aaron Rodgers to Lance Armstrong, Barry Bonds, Pete Rose, people who cheated the game, and compared them to people who actually affected the game and how they're perceived. Called him a cheater when that imbecile has no idea what she's talking about. She's an imbecile. Where in the world did he cheat the game? He's a 4-time MVP. He's a Super Bowl champion. And for you to compare him to Lance Armstrong, who ruined lives and cheated his sport because of doping, it just shows you how over the top these woke liberals will go to at no extent to make it about them. It's an imbecilic conversation in an article that is just absolutely over the top. Aaron Rodgers didn't cheat the NFL. But what you do is you tar and feather him to put him in a category like that when he has nothing to do with Bonds or Rose or Clemens or Lance Armstrong or any of those guys. She's an imbecile. Dude, is he quirky and weird? Absolutely. Is he a conspiracy theorist? Absolutely. Is he over the top? Yes. Is he a cheater? No. Why would you call him that? Because our media protects each other. Not me. I don't give a shit about those people. They're gonna think what hey dude, he totally. And by the way, first time ESPN's ever had a show that was must tune in television. Because I thought he clarified it. But that's not going to be good enough. Dude, Pat McAfee will be canceled in 6 months. He'll get a bigger bag somewhere else. That was never going to be. Disney's not going to allow that. Can't have a guy like that who gets great ratings and gives you the middle finger every day. Ego can't take that, just like Howie. Okay? You think Doug Peterson, if he won another Super Bowl and he's giving Howie Roseman the middle finger and doing it his way, you think the organization's going to allow that? What I tell you about control and ego supersedes winning. Always. Because you're blinded by your ego. Even the Cowboys with Jimmy and Jerry's ego blinded winning. If that's not the biggest lesson to learn, Jordan, Michael Jordan, Phil Jackson, Jerry Krause, Jerry Reinsdorf, ego blinded winning. Those guys were never beaten on the court. They were beaten in a boardroom. I mean, we see this all the time. And the Eagles are the prime example of this. They're the greatest example of how ego gets in the way. I'm listening to Tone and Rob. And God bless them. They come up with great topics. They do a great job. I heard D Gunn. Good to see, too, and I'm glad to hear his wife is doing well. He's such a great God-fearing man. I love people of God, and I love people who believe in God. God first and all. I love that. Great respect for that. Then why did you... Bear, my family says the same thing. I had numerous opportunities. Okay? I could have coached in Cleveland with the Browns, Butch in North Carolina, Butch at Miami. I could have coached with Dennis Erickson, Seattle, and also with Miami. I had opportunities to be in the pro personnel department with the Raiders when they went back to Oakland. I worked with the Raiders, actually, and Al would ask me a lot. And there was some talk of me joining the Buccaneers when Bruce Allen and John Gruden were there. But I stuck to broadcasting. Probably the mistake. I don't know, but I enjoy it. Okay? But I enjoy it. People are still talking about the same thing. What's the changes that need to be made? What does it matter? What does it matter? If the philosophical mentality doesn't change. You're wrong on these coaches. The coaches are the low-hanging fruit. This is nothing to... Here, I'm going to give you the greatest example of how your culture blows when it comes to hiring not inferior, inexperienced people. Here, how many people think Wink Martindale is a good coach? As a good D coordinator? Shit, the Eagles, everyone who ever goes against the Giants, you know what they say? His schemes are insane great. His blitzing, the way he puts schemes together, Wink Martindale is special. He's a special coach, man. He is without a doubt one of the better D coordinators. So what happened? The organization jumped in the room and started firing some of his assistants. He went in and had a screaming match with the head coach and told him to go fuck himself. And they fired him. You think Sean Desai or anybody or Matt Patricia is going to stick up for their assistant coaches? Do you think anybody would do that in Philly? Why didn't Nick stick up for Desai and do the right thing? Wink Martindale acted more like a head coach than Nick Sirianni ever did. Yeah, okay. Let's make the move at 10-2. Let's make the move at coordinator at 10-2. Who thinks that's a right move? It's actually blown up in their face. These last couple weeks, it's been worse. Tony Dungy got fired in Tampa because he wouldn't fire Clyde Christensen, his offensive coordinator. He's like, if you telling me to fire Clyde, I'm out. And Tony goes, they go, you're out then. Because they wanted an offense. They probably should have gotten him a better offensive mind, but Tony wasn't going to have anybody pick his coaches for him. That's why, do you guys know that? That's why he was fired? Tony Dungy wasn't fired because of lack of production and changing the culture around. Tony Dungy was fired because he protected Clyde Christensen. I was there for it. I was there for it. Tony goes like this. That's not happening. If you're Tony got a job within 6 hours. Bill Polian called him. What do you need? Colts hired him. And you know what Polian said to him? Coach, Peyton Manning really likes Tom Moore. He's been with him for 6 years. What do you think? He goes, well, if Peyton's having success with him and he likes him, I know Tom, let's keep him. Polian goes, thank God. Thank you. Won a Super Bowl. Yes, sir, baby. And the rest was history. Okay? The rest was history. You got a coach who, for right now, is going. You know, one thing I will say about the Cowboys here. Cowboys head coach is on the hot seat. Why shouldn't Sirianni's ass be on the hot seat? Okay? Last 3 years, Mike McCarthy's 36-15, 1-2 in the postseason. Sirianni's 34-17. Super Bowl, and he's 2-2. Mike's won a Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy could be fired if he gets bounced by the Packers, which I'm praying for. Dude, you got a leadership problem in your building. And the only way you'll win that game on Monday, is because of the leadership you have in your players. It's the only way you're going to win. You have no leadership with management. Howie's not a leader. Howie Roseman's not a leader. That's not a leader. He has no leadership capability or qualities about leading anything. He's not a leader. He's an enabler. Enablers aren't leaders. Howie has no conviction in what he does. Howie goes by committee and then makes a decision off of his people instead of listening to people who will say no to him. You know, the great players and think about this. Think about the great people that have been in our lives when it comes to our great athletes in sports history. Ali had Angelo Dundee. How many times do you remember that scene with Angelo Dundee with Sugar Ray Leonard? You're losing it, son. You're losing it. 14th round against Hearns. comes back and knocks him out. Ali wanted to quit against Liston because something was on his gloves, ripped the gloves off. No. We're here. Let's keep going. Michael Jordan had Phil Jackson telling him, you want to score scoring titles? Great. Or do you want to win NBA titles? Kobe and Shaq couldn't win until they got Phil Jackson. Tom Brady had Bill Belichick. Montana had Walsh. Bradshaw had Noel. Scotty Bowman with those great Montreal Canadian teams. You always have a guy in the building that says no to you. Even Tiger, his first caddy, who used to give him shit all the time. He hasn't won as much since that guy was his caddy. Or since Haney was his swing coach. You always had, look at LeBron's greatest time as an athlete. What was the most significant thing in the building? There were two of them. I didn't realize that Eric Spoelstra would be that great a coach because he came from some sort of library where he was like the quality control guy. But of course, because, you got to look at how that guy runs the operation there. Pat Riley is a sick, incredibly gifted executive. And he told LeBron, sit your ass down. You're not getting private plane trips. You're not doing any of that stuff. And he played his greatest basketball when he was with the Miami Heat. In my opinion, I think LeBron James probably left 3 more NBA championships on the table because he left Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is his greatest coach he ever had. Okay? So, again, at the end of the day, everyone's had someone. I think, quite frankly, LeBron James is underachieved because he never had that guy tell him no. Kobe's had people like Phil in his ear. Jalen Hurts will never fulfill his destiny with the current structure of how they do business in Philly. You know why? Because I don't trust they'll put qualified people around him. Thank you, Eric. S. Blunt goes, he won 2 more after. I said he probably left 3 in Miami. I didn't say he wouldn't win. But it ain't quite 6, is it? It's not quite 6. Jalen Hurts, here. I'm going to save this topic to the top of the hour. And, oh, by the way, Mark Farcetta will join us, part of our pregame, halftime, and postgame on JAKIB Sports. That'll be at 4:30. Tone will join us at 3:30. I think Wink Martindale showed you exactly what a coordinator does for his people and a coach does for his people. He defends them. Nick Sirianni never defended Sean Desai. That's not a coach. That's a company man. Doug Peterson defended his coaching staff. Got fired. Mike Vrabel defended his coaching staff. Got fired. That's what men do. That's what men do. Men defend them. Dan, don't hate us because we have delusional fans. Debbie, let me rephrase it, Debbie. I hate your delusional fans, which are many. Dallas, I met my wife in Dallas. So you know, Debbie. I met my wife in Dallas. Okay? Not all bad. As a matter of fact, I've never in my lifetime ever seen better looking women than in the city of Dallas. Man, you can go get yourself a Happy Meal and go, okay, I'll be coming here every day. Okay. RTF goes, is she a Cowboy fan? She's a Tom Landry fan. She's not a Jimmy Johnson fan because, hey, that was part. Hey, I'll tell you this, RTF, just real quick here. Part of the problem that we had when we first met is that Jimmy Johnson took over the Cowboys and they ran kind of Coach Landry out of the building. And I got signed by Coach Landry. And she goes, I hate this guy, Jimmy Johnson. I said, she goes, you played for him, right? I went, I did. She goes, this guy's an asshole. I'll always be a Tom Landry guy. Hey. But then again, she's a Bobby Bowden guy too. So, I mean, every time Miami plays Florida State, believe me, man, you know, there's some angst. She likes Bobby. I love Bobby Bowden too. Okay. I was in Dallas, way better looking. Tampa's got some great looking chicks too. Will not deny that. Okay. Big Sill's always Brian's up when he speaks about his wife. That's awesome. Hey, Matt, just like I told you though, man. I've never hated anybody more, but I've never loved anybody more. And I know Tone's got a good one too, but just remember, if you want to live in pain and misery, marry a hot chick. If you want to be fed and loved, marry a fat chick. That's all I'm saying. And I'm, you know, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's just some advice for some of the youngsters in here. That's all I'm saying. You want to be loved and fed, marry a fat chick. You want to have misery, pain, angst, marry a hot chick. And I think you know where I am. Well, I ate the guy she married, so I kind of think it's irrelevant now. Yeah, life lessons number 1 from Sills. We're good. All right. My guy Tone is going to join us at 3:30. Don't forget to go to our good friends here. And hey, Tone's going to throw out a code word. All you have to do is give us your information, dansileo@gmail.com, and you can win yourself some gift certificates from our fabulous friends at Hooters. You get merchandise. You get a chance to get some gift cards. Each and every single day from Tuesday all the way to Friday, we will qualify people. And on a football Monday, we will give you the opportunity to hear your name called on winning yourself one of those or 2 of those gift certificates because we picked 2 winners. And all you have to do is dansileo@gmail.com. All great information too. You go to northeasttutors.com. That's northeasttutors.com. We have the 2024 calendars out. They got $100 gift coupons that are inside. All you have to do is go in there and find those coupons there. Great calendar, the 2024 calendar. We appreciate it. Wing Wednesdays, 1983. All you can eat, kids eat for free on Saturday. If Laurie is smart, he'll get a coach to run the whole show, put Howie in charge of finance. He does not start a season with the right team, thinks he can change it on the fly. Bear, stop. Stop. All you guys who put those things out there, you know better. This is an ownership thing. This is an ownership thing, guys. Hit the like button. Keep it here, National Football Show.
Football and Hooters, the perfect pair.